Good morning, everyone. How are y'all? Did you enjoy your Call of Duty Modern Warfare ads today? Are those on? Are they still doing those on for like the mobile for like the Samsung Galaxy 10? Nice shirt. Keep it bright. Keep it bright and colorful. I went shirt shopping before the San Francisco Pen Show, so a bunch of new shirts. You look at my YouTube, the streams that I've sent over to YouTube, like all the thumbnails, they're pretty hilarious looking in my shirts. So I guess that's my thing. So yeah, it's good. It's good. So we got a big envelope ass. Whoa, I'm a Twitch mod myself. We got a big envelope addressing stream today. I've been plowing through these. I brought my bag full of goodies today. I only got about 30 more to do, so I'm gonna knock these out. Yeah, I don't need a fancy suit ever. So there was no way I was gonna get. I did buy a sport coat, but like that's like I don't even know when the next time is I'll wear it. So I did get a little bit fancy for that, but I did buy some new shirts, so got a bunch of them. So yeah, so we can talk about anything y'all want to talk about today. Just pretty much chilling. I'm gonna try to get these envelopes knocked out, and then I'm done for the day on the stream. After like maybe an hour and we'll go to about 11:30 or so. Oh my god, I could not get that jacket off soon enough. I was drenched, and like I finally got it off and went back upstairs to where we got some airflow. I was just, it's not a good look for me. Heat and I don't mix well. Good morning, Miss Crafties. Yeah, me and heat are not buddies. And I live in the hottest place ever. We have a decent temperature today. 2 days ago we hit 99, which is just ridiculous. Um, and today we'll be in the low 80s, so that's a little bit better. But 2 days ago, 99 degrees, and it's just fall is not going to arrive. We'll go straight from summer, and then at some point we'll get into it'll be like 42 for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then it'll be 80 again, like in no time. Like we won't have fall and may not have spring. We'll have like a few weeks of like low 40 degrees, and then otherwise it's just a billion degrees all the time. So that's the other reason why I don't ever need like suits or jackets or things like that, because even if I'm going out to dinner or something, like I don't, number one, I'm not going to go anywhere that fancy for dinner, but number two, I can just wear short sleeve shirts and be done with it. Yeah, low 40s is totally fall, but here that's pretty much winter, because we don't get like, it won't be in the 50s and 60s that much, you know. I wish it would, but it's usually 70s. Good morning, good morning. So yeah, what I was going to say is we can talk about anything I want to talk about today. I don't have anything planned other than addressing envelopes, and then I'm going to in the stream, I don't know, probably 11:30 or so. We'll see what time, how time's going, and then I need to get home and I need to spend a few hours shipping Burton cases. So I got up to about 550 ish on shipping, and I have a few hours free this afternoon, so I'm not going to screw around playing games to where I can go ship and get something accomplished. So I could probably get out 100 cases this afternoon. Shouldn't be a problem, I don't think, in a 2-3 hour time frame. So that's the plan. Yeah, TJ, you just got yours last week. I'm glad you're liking it. Everyone's liking the cases so far, so I want to make sure that everyone gets them so they can all experience the awesomeness of this case. I'm very happy with it. Whoever backed this campaign, if you backed this campaign, you did really good on the pricing, because I think this is going to be, like, I won't have many to sell when we're done, probably 100 or less, and they're going to be at least $50, if not more than that. So y'all got like a good deal on this, which is good. Like, that's why we do it, right? We didn't do these to sell. We sold these to use the profit to afford all the trip stuff. So it was good, but y'all did good. You should be happy about that one. And I'm actually keeping some for me this time. Like Oh, Jonathan, you want to make me some train spotting pins, huh? We'll have to think of that. We could maybe do a singular themed pin, but I wouldn't do it oranges and grays. which is their theme color, and my theme color, like that's done, and like I have my Canalea in orange and gray. We'd have to do something more brighter, and I don't know. Maybe I'll look through some scenes and see what I can figure out. And like one of the bar scenes with the bright lights and Temptation playing or something like that. Call it like the Temptation pen. I was actually listening to that on the way over here this morning. So yeah, we could do something. We could do something. So I'll actually put some brain cells on that and go through some of the panels, some of the stills from the movie and see. That could be cool. Yeah, now my mind's racing on all the different scenes. Yeah, that's specifically why I said no spud pen, John, JC. That's when I was on the show, I specifically said no spud pen because there's only one direction that can go, and that's not a good direction. And then no Tommy pen for obvious reasons. But yeah, absolutely no spud pen. So, maybe we'll do some kind of combo of Renton, Diane, and Sick Boy. So that'd be cool. Ooh, that was good. Yeah, so let's talk about that stuff today because I'm not doing anything else. But I'm glad y'all got the Burtons. I'm glad you're liking them. All right, first number 83. Let me at least get started on some of these addresses so I'm not talking too much. But yeah, that's a hard question to ask because it's such a personal thing. Like, what would what type of movies or music, would you get a pen made out of? Like, obviously, like my favorite band ever is Joy Division, but all you think of Joy Division is a lot of black and white colors. We could do some lime green like they did on the Substance album cover, but and a lot of Joy Division imagery is overdone. So like I don't know that would actually turn up to be a good pen. So I was trying to think of a movie with good visuals, and even though Trainspotting has some interesting visuals, like I could still get an idea around that. So that was kind of the first thing that came to mind. So yeah, we could do a Spud eyewear one. That's fair. But yeah, Spud gets a pass on this one. So what would y'all do? Like, does anyone have any ideas? Like, I do like Casey's idea that Jonathan did with the Destiny themes pins because I played Destiny. That's probably my most played game. Not of all time. I played Warcraft a lot more. I'm not playing the new Warcraft, but like video games are so colorful and fun. They'd make a good set of pens. Movies, like anything you get with like any of the Wes Anderson movies, where I save all of the. Yeah, I've seen those before, Jonathan. He's brought those by the shop when you got them done. Talking Heads pen, that could be interesting. Like there's some good stuff around there. Pokemon would be a great idea. Yeah, but like the non-standard Pokemons, that's would work out super well. 37. Yeah, Sam, I'm surprised they haven't gotten on that either. Skyrim would be cool. Oh, that's right. He had a bunch of stuff stolen. I didn't realize that was the remake. Oh, yeah, because I remember getting the originals was when he was still over in our area, right? And he brought them up to the shop. I forgot about that because we actually gave him an old prototype case from some of the stuff that got stolen. Because I didn't have anything to replace it with, so I had a prototype I'd sent to him. Wow. Emmett. Wow, this was a tough one. Tough one to spell. Tough street name. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But I couldn't think of other, like Star Wars is done. You know, like that's like the big blockbuster stuff has all been kind of done. So I definitely go for something a little bit more obscure. All right, this one's going to Israel. It was funny, some of these, when we addressed the envelopes, a couple weeks ago, some of these started landing. Good morning, good morning. Some of these started landing, and people were like, "Oh, I forgot about that." I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I'm pretty did a little bit of a slack job on that, but we're gonna get this done. I'm actually gonna. I wasn't sure. I'm gonna be out of these 200. So if I do these 30, I probably got another 20 at home, and then that'll be 200 sent. And then I'll have to order some envelopes and get some more packaged up, because I have more names on the list than I have notebooks to send that are packaged. But I have enough notebooks to send at home for everybody. But I'm not reopening the list for now. We'll have to figure something else out next year. You think I could would an ink sample one? Has Doctor Who been done? No, just notebooks. Just notebooks, I think. Yeah, Jim Casey's. I forgot they got stolen. All right, what number? 142. But Jonathan made him some new ones, so that's cool. Yeah, I just got to order the envelopes, and then I have at least another 200 I can do. Oh, what I was going to say is, like, would an ink sample one be good, just for me to get rid of ink bottles? Just make a bunch of samples. Like, would people want that? Like, I would assume yes, but if I did this again next year, I would certainly have enough ink samples to, like, really clear off the shelves a lot. TARDIS blue. Yeah, like if you got a random ink sample in although, you know, probably not everyone is a fountain pen person, but still, maybe they just wouldn't sign up for that list or something. So I'll either do another round of notebooks or inks next year. I don't know, if I get frisky, I could do the second round of notebooks this year if I can get these done. Good morning, Jacqueline. How are you? We have the super awesome envelope addressing stream. Well, I need to get rid of this stuff, honestly. Like, and you know, I like giving stuff away. This is just a little time consuming. But hey, oh, whoops. Surprisingly, it works on stream. On stream, especially if I'm going to do a short stream. So yeah, I have at least another round of 200 I can do. Guaranteed. Too much. And then if I can clear out some inks, then I can probably rearrange my closet to work a little bit better. The closet of doom. I wish I could stream at my house, because I would do a stream from the closet while I worked on the closet, because it's a walk-in closet. I would totally do that, but there's no way. I've tried. I think I've tried to put it on my phone before, and it just doesn't work. People weren't able to see it, even like, you know, if I just went on the cellular network. it was not jiving. Yeah, and it would preserve my sanity because I don't do it because it's a big project, right? It's just intimidating to start. It's one of those things where you have to. Oh, I just wrote that one upside down. It's one of those things where you have to like basically rip it all out to put it back together. So, yeah, it's a big job. So it's just one of those put it off as long as possible type of jobs. Yeah, hopefully. I talked to my modem got fried at home 2 weeks ago. We had like a power surge and it blasted my modem. So I talked to AT&T when they came out there, and they have run fiber to like the hub station, like that's like a mile down the street from me. So hopefully, like in the next year, like it's ready to go now from that location to be run out down the lines. The only issue that I'm already prepping myself for is that when it gets close to my house, it has to cross this one main street, and we're all above ground power, so it's not underground. And they will run fiber over the electricity poles above ground. I wonder how they're going to make that jump. But so they think, but long story short, they think in like a year, 1 to 2 years, I should have fiber, even though it's like ready, like a mile down the street from me. They haven't run it to any houses yet, but we're gaining on it, chat. We're gaining on it. And then I will be able to stream from home, and I'll stream a lot more at night, because that's more of my stream time anyway, more of my downtime. But this is working so far. I was thinking this morning as I was driving over here, it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to get over here, which is nothing. And I've enjoyed the schedule, even if it's maybe only 2 hours a day, to get out the house, get out of like my rut, get, even though, I could be at home shipping or whatever. It's good to have this schedule and get out a little bit, of my regular routine and make this part of my routine. Because like I said, I do love doing it. I just wish what I eventually want to do is have like 4 and 5 hour streams 2 or 3 times a week. That would be like the sweet spot, but I don't have that type of time during the day. JC, I got an email from someone that got theirs, and the only thing they told me was so far so good. But that was like, within a few days of them receiving it, so I don't have any long-term usage yet. But I'm interested in all feedback on that. That was such an interesting project. I learned a lot. I learned a lot on that project. Speaking of Joey, we're close to getting his auction for the artwork up. I'm talking with his assistant to get. We're just going to do it on eBay. That's how they prefer to do it. So it'll just be a straight auction. And I have an email out to them trying to figure out the schedule. I mean, we got, 12 more days outside this month. Favorite color outside of orange, I like purple. I like bright blues and pinks. So purples, bright blues, and pinks outside of orange. So that's why I'm thinking if I do a train spotting pen, it would have to, I do need more purple shirts. I like purple shirts. I don't have enough purple shirts. My shirts tend to be more patterny. That's what I was thinking about if I did a train spotting pen. Oh, nice number. It would have to be, I would make it more of a bar scene. Plus, it'd have to be more a more happy scene anyway. Yeah, 69. 69, nice. Two, I would want a pen material that would pop and be a little bit loud and obnoxious, more than, you know, like I said, the orange and gray and whites. Maybe something around Sick Boy. Although he wears a suit most of the time, which is boring colors. We could just do a Begbie breaking the glass over a guy's head, so it could be like beer and blood. A beer and blood pen. How would that look? I probably wouldn't be too happy with that, because I'd have to think about it all the time. But in general, like if I'm not using orange colors, like the things that I'll make for myself, like in color making things, and like if I'm gonna build something online and it has like a build tool, I'll make something that looks like 3D glasses, like with bright orange. Yeah, I like Penboy Roy. He's cool. I need to watch more of his videos. He's a fun dude. I've talked to him a little bit. He's really good. I am not going to Dallas this year. I am finalizing a trip out to Drum Ghouls in October. I know that's not Dallas. I know that's pretty far away in Houston, but I will be out in the area. So yeah, when I make colors, okay, so like I'm playing Borderlands right now. I mean, the whole movie is inappropriate, right? But that's why it's kind of hard. That's why like I eliminated Spud. You don't do Tommy. So I need to find some scenes that like, you know, like the BB gun scene is out in the park, but that's still just like green, and it'd be kind of boring, right? So I'm gonna look at one of the bar scenes and see what I can figure out, you know, and see. What was I saying? Oh, about colors. So like I made my Borderlands character, right? So when you go into a character maker, like you can change like 6 panels of his outfit, and they're all some variation of like a turquoisey blue and a dusty pink and purple. Like those are the things, those are like the colors that I like. Like one of my favorite pens I got done was by Edison, where they did a red acrylic and a blue acrylic, a bright blue acrylic, to make it like 3D glasses, you know, the lenses. But I generally like them even brighter than that. The red more pink and the blue more turquoisey. So those are the colors I go for. I don't think I can pull up my Borderlands character on here. Yeah. So I'm going to be at Drum Ghouls they're going to have a pilot show in-house. The pilot rep will be there at the end of October. Have y'all seen, has anyone gotten to try the new pilot pens? So y'all help me pronounce the Ishime? Yeah, that might work. Yeah, when at least there's some positivity at the end, right? It's a pretty downer movie. Ishime. Okay, so I was close. Ishime. Has anyone gotten to try or hold the new pilot ones? They look really pretty. What is the price point on those? John Lane, yes. So I'll be there with John Lane's event in October. I'm gonna book that. Yeah, I definitely want to. So the price is $612. That seems fair. I don't really want one because of the gold trim. It's a little too gold for me. But like some like that rose purpley color and the blue color look really, really nice. I want to feel them. I definitely want to touch them. That's not a crazy price. They look good. Like good job on Pilot. Like that's a cool pen. Like we could have had that for the 100th anniversary. Is like that would have been like the biggest nope. If that exact pen was the 100th anniversary pen, I would have bought it. But now I'm not interested. Is that fair? I don't know. So, did I see the pricing for that Lamy Dialogue Arushi set? Yeah. So I don't understand that. Even if you're just gonna make one of them and auction them off, I don't understand how they're that price. It's it's asinine, and I really hadn't seen that until Mike put that. Until we talked about it on the show, I had laid eyes on them. I was like, "Oh, these are cool. These look great." Like, I don't love the dialogue, but damn, that's a great idea. Oh my God, look at the price. Like, that's just not right. I don't know what they're doing or thinking. Um, Lamy is a strange company, right? I mean, they are just super strange with some of their decisions. It's like, I mean, I get like the bespoke thing that companies want to do. They want to make the bespoke. They want to make the, the fashion, the high fashion couture models, right? I get that. They want to show off, but this doesn't even seem like even that. Like, I think they almost went too far. Oh, Tony said 37 a lot in the chat. A lot. So we got that one plenty. mm. Yeah, I would like to. So I'm anxious to see these pilot ones. I will not see them. I will see them at Drum Goals in October, because unless someone wants to send me one to test out. But like, I hadn't even talked to anyone about that, and I'm not gonna pay that much just to like maybe like a pen. Even if I got like a deal on it, like, it's still too expensive for something that I'm not sure I'm gonna like love. So hopefully I'll see it in October. They should have plenty of those. Are those limited, or at least small run? Yeah, we're talking about that pilot one. I was just curious if anyone had actually got to hold one or use one yet. I think they're great looking. They're not for me with the amount of gold trim. The price seems fair-ish. I want to get a hold of one in person. So I'm gonna be. You think they're fugly? I don't think they're fugly at all. I mean, they don't make my jaw drop. They're certainly not fugly. Especially the pinky one. Yeah, I wonder. I think Jim, I probably have the same thought process as you. Well, yeah, of course Nakai as a Shime looks way better. Like, this doesn't even look like a Shime to me. Like, I would never have called this in a Shime pen. Like, I get it. I understand what the texture patterning, but yeah, but I guess my question, like, Arushi, I don't even know how to put this in words, but like, I'm kind of along probably what you're thinking too, Jim. It's like, how do you say it? It's like I know Jonathan personally, and I know him enough, and I've seen the work enough, and I've seen the transformation that I know he's put in the work. And now you want to be sure, if you're branching out, you're getting that level of artisanship behind that, and the belief in the process behind that, as opposed to, let me do this hot cool thing. So yeah, it's hard for me to put in words, but it is kind of a feel thing. Yeah, it's textured. It almost makes it feel slightly pebbly a little bit. But I look at pilots, and I don't, like, I guess I'm just so used to what Nakaya does and what Brooks's pens look like for a Shime. Like, I wouldn't have thought that this was in that classification on the pilot, but I guess it is. But I mean, back on the Urushi overall thing, artists have to start somewhere too. It's like, who am I to say to, like, well, you're not allowed to do that. Like, I don't gatekeep anybody. People can do whatever they want, and hopefully hopefully they believe in it, and are doing it for the right reasons. That's all. Plus, it's not. I totally lost my train of thought. Yeah. Plus, it's a thing that I can't remember what the thing I was gonna say now. So, good point by me. I know y'all appreciated that point I make, and remember that. Like, that was the best point I made this entire stream. Let me put that on my tombstone. I had a thought. I don't remember what it was now. Where are we at? 148. Yeah, a connection is a good word to use, right? That's a good word. I like that word. Well, yeah, that's the thing is, like, this is not a passive let's see what happens type of product, right? There has to be some ownership involved with the person making it because of what the material is. I think that's my bigger concern, Jim, is if I'm paying this amount of money, is this pen going to last a lifetime, or at least 2 decades, right? Am I going to be able to enjoy this pen for the rest of my life? And that's a hard thing to know until with a new manufacturer, until that time frame passes, right? There's only X amount of testing you can do, and almost none of it is long term. I imagine that's a little bit of the case, Jonathan. No one would know, or someone wouldn't know up front. Subiversary, Kathy, you're gonna be around tomorrow, right? Big Twitch stream tomorrow. Did y'all go follow Relay FM? 6-hour stream tomorrow on the Relay FM channel. It's just Relay FM all together. It's gonna be crazy. I started to get I like volunteered to do this mod thing, and now I'm actually getting a little bit nervous. Who am I calling Jim? Robo Jim, beef jerky nib. Oh yeah, no, like I don't have to do anything, but like I wonder if there's gonna all of a sudden gonna be like hundreds of people chatting. I haven't actually dove into the mod queues here, so I'll have to play around with it. No, I'm 0% worried about it, but I was just like, oh, this could be bigger than probably I'm thinking it could be, which seems to be like everything that they do right now is just bigger and better and awesomer. So yeah. Oh, y'all can heckle me in chat like all day long. But yeah, so there's going to be like 4 to 6 mods. So that's good. Plus I'll have to be, it'll just be me and the kids because my wife's working. So like I'll be running around and like a chicken with my head cut off as it is. Oh, actually, I take that back. Elizabeth will be gone spending the night with a friend. So Tyler will probably watch half of it with me. But I just need to make sure I get all my work done before I get home and it starts. But yeah, I'm not worried about it. I was more just joking. Knowing that it's just not going to be like 20 relay people sitting in a in a room. And you never know who's going to drop in randomly and be ugly, but it's pretty rare. All right, Pontus. I got all kinds of spelling issues here. Yeah, I should have just given this to Julia when I saw her in San Francisco. But hey, it'll be nice to have a surprise in your mailbox. So what are the all right, see you, Jim. Oh, are we gonna get on the front page of Twitch? Oh, that'll be dope. I've tried to I've tweeted at some of the big game streamers that are also big St. Jude's supporters. Not aggressively, like one tweet saying, "Hey, we're doing this thing" and whatever, and they didn't really reply to that. Not that they should, or should I expect them to? But I'll hit them one more time tomorrow when we're actually live, and see if I can at least get a retweet. This is the group that works with St. Jude's on the video game side, and I go to their conference the past 2 years, and they raised 4 or 5 million this year. It's pretty intense. So I'm trying to get a retweet from one of them, but without specifically asking for a retweet because I don't want to be that guy. But maybe I just will, because it's for charity. It's for the kids. But I just know they work with some of the same people on the charity side. So Happy Mail is a great thing. I like that. I started getting the responses. You heard me say this already, but I started getting people say, "Oh, I got my notebook. Cool, thank you." I still, in this batch of 200, there's a Field Notes Butcher Blue, and I want to know who gets that. Like I have no clue. Like these things are sealed up and gone. But the day we packed them, Butcher Blue went into one of these. Someone's getting a Butcher Blue Field Notes single, and I want to know who. It's killing me. If that doesn't show up, like if someone doesn't realize that they have that and doesn't say like, "Hey, look what I got," I'm gonna be pissed. You're right, Evan. Be that guy. Be that guy for charity. You're right. I agree. But yeah, like I'm desperate to, like there were some other ones like Tiny, forgetting her Twitch name. She's in here a lot. She got one of the Mackinac Autumn ones, I'm pretty sure. Like that was pretty cool. Like I like that. So if you get the Butcher Blue, you need to tell me. Like I just want to know that it arrived and it actually exists. It's in this batch. And the person may not have any clue whatsoever. They may not. So they may not know, which is cool too. I'm just anxious about that. I would love to see that. I hate when I don't balance out the address correctly to make it even. Get too far to the side of the envelope. New FC pin model 55. Can you shoot us a link into the chat so I can look at it? And if not, you can tell us all about it. All right. See you, Jonathan. See, I didn't ask about that Lamy. I didn't ask about it. I know better. I'm in no rush. But they aren't going to rush themselves, are they? Love you, buddy. Get back to work. All right, let's see. Franklin Christoph. Y'all want me to pull this up on screen? Well, that's my style. I always have to remember which panel I've got here. I guess y'all can pull it up on... why didn't that work? I'll try something real quick. Oh, it does not recognizing my second monitor right now. That's why it won't show up. Anyway, y'all have the link. I mean, cool. Looks good. It will sell well. I use my Italian ice more than any. I like any type of like two-tone or sectional type pen. Like, it looks good. What size is this? Okay, number 5 nib. Because I was just looking at the price. This is in like the Pocket 66 category, or the Pocket 40, I guess I should say. Pocket 40 category. So at 135. That's cool. So it's a smaller pocket pen. Classic bind, yeah. I think it looks cool. I will look at this one in person once they start doing some weirder colors in it. I like this look though. I don't have any antique glass. That doesn't do it for me. I like Italian ice though. Cool. Sorry I couldn't pull it up on screen. I don't know why my app does not want to recognize that monitor. Like, it's not even in the list. Like, I only see my input option is only display 1, and it usually shows display 2 as well. Okay, no big deal. Y'all got the link. All right. But that's cool. I like it. I will probably end up with one. I need to do a new model next year, probably. So maybe I'll look at that one. I like the pocket ones. Although the O2 did really, really well for me. I mean, the 66 obviously does well. But I still sell a good amount of the O2s. That's the last of the O2s, so I want to get a second one. The full antique glass models? Yeah, I'm with you on that, Evan. I don't have any of the full antique glass ones. That one never did it for me. All right, this is a sometime. Do one with the swirly orange ends. Yeah, see, like, this is a perfect... This 55 is like a perfect customization pen for someone like me, right? Where we can keep the middle clear, make it simple, not even antique glass, just straight clear, and then do some wild, end pieces. Yeah, that's what made me think about that. It's kind of a perfect setup for that. All right, this is a sometime Twitcher. Maybe if they show up, I'll let them know. They probably have a real job, can't hang out. Not that y'all don't have real jobs, but y'all have the best real jobs because you get to hang out in here. I did get notification that this year's Retro 51 is shipping to me. So that is awesome news. So once I get them and make sure they're cool, I'll release some info on that. Pretty hyped about it, of course. I like that kind of doing one a year thing has been working out so far. 500 units. That's cool. So that's been working. So yeah, I was just thinking the other day for Franklin Christoph, if I want something next year, I need to go ahead and get in the queue now. Rich Sticks, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Good to see you. I got that link you sent me. That's wild. That's crazy interesting. I'm gonna explore that a little bit more this weekend. But you are the man. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you're doing well, and the family. Big bits. That is I gotta get some super hype in there. Hype. Twitch is fun. Like I said, if I had it my way, I'd do like 2 or 3 4 to 6 hour streams a week, but I just don't have time. Won't all be two-tone, but all will have clips. Okay. I like this clip. I like this. It seemed like a good flat clip, right? I'd have to bring this back up. No, it's the same clip like they use on like the O2. So no different on the clip. Which is cool. I don't mind the clip. Yeah, if I was forced to pick, I'd probably go no clip. But I think clip is more popular. What do y'all think? Is clip more popular or no clip more popular? I would vote that clip is more popular, even though I generally prefer no clip. But it's got to be more popular, right? Like 60-40, if not more than that. What's funny, Rich, is that I usually catch those types of articles like in all my feed manipulation setup, and I hadn't seen that one. All my search setups for all my links that I do. Clip, yeah. Clips, yeah. So it might be more like 70-30 clip, right? Just in general, the general idea. Hell, and that may even be short. Wait, yeah, the pocket, and it's got a cool pin in it, though. You're the best. You're the best. I'll take your trolls anytime. How do you ring? Can you? Are these the kind that you can just like re-ink? You buy like ink and like, does it dump into the top here somewhere? Is there like a refillable way to do these things? No one wants a pin clip to their boob. That's exactly right. I'm gonna allow that because that's fair. Because like we talk about that with backpack straps a lot of the time before, like if we're doing a crossbody bag, that's a hard design to nail. Drip the ink in a squeeze tube. I'm trying to figure out where. Like, do I have to open it like from the, like open it like halfway? Well, you can't see that, can you? Like open it halfway and drop it like in there, like on the pad, where the pad is. Should be. Yeah, there's like buttons here. Oh, there's a tray. Yep. Okay. Got it. I need to order some ink. Yeah, so the tray looks like it slides out right here. I can push it out. Yeah, cool. Oh, there it goes. So yeah, there's the pad. That was cool. Shot it across the room. Oh, please let me be able to get this back in. Former Office Depot employee. Yeah, this is like a core offering at the Office Depot, isn't it? Son of a biscuit. All right, well, I'm gonna need you to come over and help me get this thing back in there before I break it. There it is. All right, we're back. We're back. Back in business. Oh, we got inky hands though. That's okay. Someone was talking about that yesterday, or we talk about on the Ask TPA about getting inky hands, and it's like yesterday I ran around with like blue index fingers and thumbs because I was trying to adjust a feed with the ink in there. And it's like I just don't care anymore. It's like, you know, I'll rub it off and I'll wash my hands later, but like the inky hands don't really bother me anymore like they used to. I used to be like I forget who asked me the question, but it was like what do you do about the ink on the nib? I was like, I genuinely used to like be upset about there's ink on my nib and it needs to be clear there, and or clean, I should say. And now I'm like, ink all over the hands, it's just part of the deal. Don't even care. 80. I do care if I get it on the floor here, but I don't think I did. Yeah, badge of honor. blue on my nose. That's awesome. All right, so yeah, I need to order a. Oh, I didn't stamp my stamp I got on Tuesday. I'll do that when I get home. I should have time on my big ink bottle stamp. I need to do that. I haven't confirmed with them if I can make it public. Yeah, I think Sailor does the best job with that. Like it doesn't work as well like on Pilot and oh my god. Kids are at the orthodontist and there's dollar signs in my text. That's never a good sign. You know, we anyone with a family, you try to manage your budget as well as possible. And like over the summer, we're traveling, got a little loose, and my wife was so happy, like, oh, our September budget's doing great, and we haven't had any like stupid expenses and things like that. And then orthodontist happens, and it's like, oh, Tyler needs an additional spacer on the bottom teeth. It's like, cool. It's doing so well. Happens. It happens. Tyler was a thumb sucker until he was probably like 7 or 8, so his teeth are jacked up. It basically pulled his teeth out like forward, which you don't think about, but like he sucked his thumb so much it like jacked up his teeth. So now we're paying the price. So note to parents, it's hard not to let your kids suck their thumb when that's the only thing that'll calm them down. But you'll be paying the price later. Hashtag parent tips. Yeah, it is some serious. The orthodontist just built this huge, fancy new office too, and it's just like, yeah, it's like I see where the money goes. It is fancy. Fancy. Especially when you're in a town like my size, which is not very big, and it's like a one horse town. So like the orthodontist gets like, if you're the main person, you get all the business. Like they get so much business on Thursdays. They actually work at this satellite office that's up close to where my kids go to school, purposely to see all the kids that go to those schools on Thursday. It's crazy. Ooh, wisdom teeth, man. There's nothing good about that procedure. I had that done, I think, when I was a senior in high school, like over the summer. That was painful. So yeah, good luck with that. Just make sure you can if possible, like try to record them while they're still under the effects of the medication. They definitely cannot drive when they're done. Under no circumstances. So yes, good on you for escorting them. Purple transparent Twisby Eco yet? No, I have not mentioned that. Is that one out yet? Is it dark, light? Shoot us a link. Oof, yeah. Man, teeth stuff is just, there's nothing good that comes from any type of teeth surgery, anything. Go ahead and ask the broken pen question. Let's see if we can help. Plus, it's good to have like the community. You know, like I don't know everything, so you know it's good to be able to get other people's opinions. So hit us up. See what you got. Yeah, I don't think I need another Twisby either, but let me look at that. But it's purple, right? Like y'all heard me just say what the other colors I wanted. Jonathan, purple was my first choice. Oh, that's a good purple. Uh, wow, that's a nailed it level of purple right there. So, okay. So the exterior nose cone thing, like Rizzles is saying, like from the outside, that little looks like a thimble, right? About the size of a thimble. I'm gonna get black ink all over my arms now. It should definitely not come off, but it is easily fixable. Um, and I'll tell you who you can get in contact with. Yeah. So if you're not comfortable doing it, it's just basically like Ree was saying, just a jeweler cement thing or maybe epoxy type of thing. That's how it's on there in the first place. It's easy to reattach because one of the people in the community, her name is Elizabeth Price. She goes by No Pin Intended. She actually has a service where she'll remove clips from vanishing points, and you have to remove that part. So it does happen. It shouldn't happen. Like that is not a normal thing, but it is a fixable thing pretty easily. And if you want to email me, I can get you in touch with her just to like confirm what you want to do, as far as like, you know, the exact materials you want to use to put it back together. But like Rewizzle is saying on jeweler cement, epoxy, that's how it's on there in the first place. It should not come off, but that's that glue, whatever is there, just did not take for whatever reason, and it would be an easy fix. You could do yourself, but I can get you in touch with someone who does this a lot. Yeah, that eco color is perfect. I'm at a minimum, I'm gonna get one to give away, just because it's hot. It's like it's really hot fire purple. That is really well done. Good job by you, Twisby. Yeah, if the phone came in that color, like everyone's getting all up on that midnight green. What do they call it? Midnight green, mountain green. Like, I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm glad they're doing different colors, but man, give me something bright. Hey, Jesse, good morning. Midnight green. Yeah, like it looks good, but like, give me the purple or orange. Like, I bought the yellow case. Like, I always buy like the bright case. I bought the yellow case for it because I need something bright. I mean, I'm just gonna cover that up anyway. So I buy the silver phone and get the bright case is usually my thing. Right, you put it in a case anyway. So who's gonna see my midnight green? I can't not use a case. Like I'm not one of those people. It messes with my head too much. As much as I would love to, I just cannot mentally do it. But yeah, I thought everyone was like super hype about that color, and I'm like, it's boring. Just give us one. Like I know they've done the rose gold, and like that's not my jam, but give me just like one, like the purple or something. Cincinnati is a really hard word to spell. At least for me. Tech bros are not the most colorful bunch. That is the truth. I've told the story many times about how I used to get grief for what I'd wear to like my IT job. I get grief, like, you know, not bad grief, but like the Twisby Eco, the new Twisby Eco transparent, not like bad grief, but like for the clothes I would wear and the music I would listen to, like was not the IT norm. So my friends always enjoyed that because they were wearing gray t-shirts and pretty much it. So yes, Tech Bros. Don't need the bling. My case is white right now, which will look good with my black inky hands. Give me the money. Are you a Twisby Eco person, Jesse? Oh, update on the jet pins order that we made the other week. I was right about the delays in the planners, but they're going to go ahead and get, oh, you have all the Ecos, so yeah, you'll be getting this purple one. It might be the best yet, and I love the orange, obviously, but that purple is really good. So JetPens is going to send me a partial order. It's already shipped, actually. I got the shipping notification, but they apologize for the delay. It's just all that stuff goes so fast when they get it in for this time of year, even though they'll get more. So they're just going to hold part of the order and ship part of the order. So we'll get that stuff I'll have that next week to play with. Oh, I didn't disappear today yet. We had a big, not an outage, but I lost my connection last weekend, and it ended up having to end the stream early, even though it was about done. But I have not shown any packet loss or disconnects today. It's good that my panel here that I stare at will show me pretty quickly if there's a problem. Like by all, do you mean all? She means all. She means all. Man and the man and the man and the man. Yeah. Actually, if I'm doing this type of stream, I do look at it because I'm staring at it. If I'm gaming, it's off to the side and I don't stare at it, and I won't notice it till I'll just be talking, and I won't be talking to anyone. Then I'll look at the messages and say, "Oh, we're disconnected. Where'd it go?" What am I doing? I'm addressing envelopes for notebooks that I'm sending to people. It's the most exciting stream currently on Twitch right now, without question. So I'm taking this pen and I'm writing addresses on these envelopes. Super good content right now. But it's actually some of the most fun we have because we just chit chat about nonsense and talk about new pens. Like I've learned about 2 new pens today that I didn't know were out. Yeah, and Sam, I don't even know what I'm going to get. Like, I know I'm not going to get some of my Hobonichi weeks. Like, I'm not going to get my weeks that I ordered, which is the one thing I personally want to use. I mean, I'll get it eventually, but not in this first box. But that's one of the things that just flew off is the, what was it, Tokyo Towers, the one that I ordered. It's just like, yeah, we can't send that yet. We're waiting on more. I'm like, cool, no problem. So we'll get to check out some of the stuff. I don't have a list of what that is yet, but it will not be the Hobonichi weeks for sure. Speaking of purple pins, how are the new Canaleas? I thought the purple was fine. It's not my style of Canalea pin that I like. It's not loud enough for me. It looks good. I prefer the louder, more obnoxious models that I got, which have a lot more colors and swirls and wildness. What'd you miss? I addressed another envelope. You missed Purple Twisby Eco. You miss New Franklin Christoph. Yes, it's a subtle Canalea. So I liked it. I did not purchase it. For those reasons, I did not need it. I have 2 that I'm happy with. It would take a lot for me to pony up for another. Number 3. Yeah, the turquoise eco. I passed on that one. That's one I probably should have bought. I bought the solid. Are we talking about the solid cap one? Not translucent. I do have the solid cap blue one. That one I really like because it's got the blue and red. You have yeah, it's subtler. It's like the it's better than the gecko one. It's got some crazy depth to it. Like it is super pretty. But like when like I have the Hanama Bay is kind of the one I measure all of them against, it's just not as wild for me. Like it's a personal thing, right? These, especially Canalea pins, like that is super personal. Like what speaks to you as far as style goes. And like right now I have 2, and I know I'm keeping the Hanama Bay one, and the other one, the volcano lava flow one, I might sell just because I don't use it as much. If I'm gonna pick one out, I always pick the Hanama Bay, so that's part of thinning the herd, right? Oh, I'm definitely not going all in. That's too much money. I don't need that many $400 pens. I don't think there's anything I'm all in on. Not Sailors, not Nakayas. I thought Vanishing Points might be that thing, but yeah, the Maui Makai is awesome. That's probably one of the best. The yeah, I thought like Vanishing Points might be my I'm gonna go all in on a pen, but I ended up they're so similar, just a few colors that okay, like I stopped at like 4, I think maybe 5, but like I have 1 or 2 that I can get rid of. Like I have 1 Vanishing Point I use all the time, and so the rest I should sell, right? Like that's how this thing works when you're thinning the herd, no matter how much you like a pen or want it. So spending all that Squarespace money, yeah. But yeah, I've never ended up going in all in on anything because again, for me, like there's no level of like collecting for collecting's sake going on, right? So if I see something cool, I'll like it and I'll buy it. But it's not because I'm going to catch them all. I don't have any interest in that. Like Bung Box limited editions, that could have been one of those things, but like I have 3. You know, like I didn't buy the one at the San Francisco Pen Show. It just didn't speak to me enough to feel that I was going to use it enough to justify buying it. So that's pretty much where I'm at with pens right now. That's why I buy less and less, because I'm really happy with the ones I have. It's not going to stop me from buying something new, but it's definitely not a Pokemon thing. Oops. Like, you know, I'll probably sell like a a bung box. I know I have a bung box pin that I don't use as much as the others. I'll probably sell that one. And then I have like a Canalea pin I don't use as much as the others. I'll probably sell that one. And I have a vanishing point I don't use as much as the others. I'll sell that one. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Is like whittling down to the core 2 or 3 pins that I love from a certain thing, and then selling the other 2 or 3 that just don't get used as much, because I'm always gonna pick the most favorite one. I mean, it's the favorite one for a reason, right? So if I have the favorite one that I'm grabbing every time, well, it's neighbor. It's just gonna collect dust, and it doesn't need to collect dust. It needs to go to a new home. Boost the gain. Is that my volume? Is my speaking volume? Because I'm not speaking directly into the mic. I could probably turn it up on my mixer side. Is that what you mean? I'm not totally. My mic should be louder volume wise, is what you're telling me? Okay. I think I can adjust that. Let's see, does that make it louder? Yeah, because I'm not peaking, but I'm getting into the. Okay, you have to crank me all the way up to hear me. Okay, that's cool. No, that's good information. And also because I'm not speaking directly into the mic like this, right? I'm speaking away. I just lose space. I don't have an arm in here. And if I'm writing right in front of me, so I could do a better job at getting the microphone closer, but I have a laptop in front of me right now, so I'm kind of off to the side. Did that help at all? Because my mixer says it's louder, but if it's not louder to you, that doesn't help. But yes, thank you for letting me know. It's definitely because I'm not speaking into the microphone. I could probably change the settings on this Yeti. Yeah, that'd be fine. I just don't know that I'm going to be able to change anything the way I'm set up right now, right? Because 1 of the microphone and 2 of the microphone placement. Which I think the second thing is a big reason. Speaking of which, there's probably a setting on this blue Yeti that would help with that. One of the, whatever the patterns are, audio patterns. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I could totally have a better microphone setup. Like if I ever did this, like, 4 to 6 hours a stream and 3 streams a week, I would absolutely have a better microphone setup. No question about it. I would invest in that for sure. So I can do it in software. Okay, look. Yeah, I bumped it up a little bit, but again, it's only going to be so good if I'm not talking directly into this particular microphone. It's not great for what I'm doing right now. So yeah, if I ever am streaming 10 or more hours a week, I'll probably invest in a better microphone setup for sure. It would be worth it. For sure. Because this is just my backup podcast microphone that I just took from the house that I hadn't used in years. So I didn't buy this for this specifically. I just had it and used it. So I'll use it until I need to use something better. Oh, Sam, I just caught your comment. I feel like this pin sale and the Loch Ness Monster have a lot in common. I like that a lot. That's very good. Love it. I mean, I'm going to have to do it out of necessity before long, just for space reasons. I'm capped. I'm maxed out. Yep, for sure. It will be big if it ever happens. Actually, it probably won't be big. I'll probably do 5 or 10 at a time. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna have 50 pins to sell, but I could see me selling like 20 or so, just off the top of my head. We'll see. We shall see. All right, I'm not gonna get to all these envelopes today. That stinks. At least on stream, I'm not. I can go about 30 more minutes. And then at some point, I got to go ship cases. I need to look at that. I haven't looked at that next tier. Yeah, I think I at least have to get partner. I may have gotten... They may have just expanded the affiliate ones to get more than one. So I might have another one that I'm not using. I'd have to look. But yeah, I'm not really concerned. Like if I ever get partner like years from now or something, I'll have more stuff. But like that's not even on my radar. I would love to. I just don't have the time right now. If I ever get internet connectivity at home, I would make a push to get partner, because then I could do it at night and not affect my day job so much. We could do a day stream, like a stationary day stream, and then a game stream at night. And then I could play with more people too. Like I know Madison's playing Borderlands right now. We'd be able to hook up and do stuff together. Good morning, Schmevelin. Just wake up whenever you can. Is there a markup because it's previously owned by the Pin Addict? That's actually a really good question, Rich. It's usually a markdown. I sell the pins for much less than I could get them for, just because I just want people to have the pins. Like, believe me, I'm not going to lose money. Or, I mean, I might lose money technically, like new to used, but I definitely don't mark them up. If anything, I sell them for too cheap, but that's okay. Like, I'd rather people have the pins, and you know, I'll make enough money off of them to be happy with the sale while not like gouging. Like if I have some special edition pins that like I'm not going to sell for more than like what I paid for them, or you know, I'll probably sell less than what I paid for them, even though you know you can't actually buy them and they should theoretically have this magical value attached to them. I just don't do that. I'd just rather have someone have the pin at a good fair price that I bought the pin for a good fair price at. And I don't sell pins that I got for free. I give those away. So like I won't sell a pin that I didn't pay some kind of money for. Like I might have gotten a deal or a discount, and then I'll definitely sell it for like around the deal and the discount price. That's just unethical. I know you're not accusing me of any of this. I'm just blabbering now. But just how I do things. It's like one of those things that should go without saying, but you kind of have to say it, right? Just because people say, well, you got this pin for free and you're selling it for $200. Well, I would never do that. I've never sold a pin that I got for free. And if I bought a pin at a discount, I would always sell it for like that discounted price or less. Like I don't profit off of any benefit that I get from acquiring items. Never, ever. That's one of the reasons why I have a lot of stuff I need to do. I wish I could do more giveaways, just to get rid of stuff, but I just don't have time for that. Like one a week's enough. Oh man, y'all need to watch for next week's giveaway. You want to be around. And if you're in this stream, you already know about things I give away. Do you ever sell special edition inks, Panatic? I've never had an ink sale. I need to I need to sell some of my inks. I was just talking about when I run out of these notebooks, which will be a while, it'd be next year. Like, should I just do an ink sample? Like, just take my bottles, get as many like 3-4 milliliter samples as I can out of a bottle, label them, and then, you know, end up with, you know, a couple hundred samples, and then put them in envelopes and send them out. And it could be, you know, it could be Pilot Blue, or it could be, you know, some strange Kingdom Note, you know, mushroom ink that I have sitting in the... Dang. Can I save this stamp? Oh, I just put the US stamp on the international. It's better than the other way around. I'm glad I caught it, though. We might can save that one. We'll try. You will never actually do that? Never actually do what? The ink thing? You're probably right. That seems like a headache, doesn't it? I still have... So I did 200 notebooks this go-round, and I still have another 200 to go through. Like, I got to order... And so the ink thing wouldn't even be a consideration for, like, next year, right? This has taken me all year to get this done. These 200. Bottles might be easier, just like do a giveaway. I should just do one bulk giveaway for like 50 bottles of ink or whatever the number is and be done with it. Affiliates can do up to 5 tier 1 emotes. Thank you, Twitch Daddy. TJ's my Twitch Daddy. Y'all go follow that sports gamer. So I can have more emotes. I just need to get them done. Is that the is that like the claw thing where there's a bunch of them at once? Like, I've seen videos of that. One each for $9.99, $24.99 tiers. Gotcha. Yeah, people have sent me pictures of those medical like pipette things. Oh, the nice number again. Big fan. Random.org. They're undergoing maintenance tomorrow. Maybe it's because every number I pull up is 69. Oh, one button press to fill a vial. Auto pipetters, not just medical. Yeah, that would not be worth it for me. Jessie needs that. She's the ink queen. And Sarah. Y'all go through way more ink than I do. But yeah, this is almost certainly after I do 400 notebook giveaways, and I'm only on the first 200 right now. So this is just a fantasy land, like most of the stuff I talk about, like selling pens. Oh, like $30 on eBay. If I was doing a lot, that might be worth it. What the hell kind of town name is this? I can't tell you because I give up someone's OPSEC, but... All right. Is this stamp gonna make it? I think so. Yay, saved 70 cents. Wish all these hurricanes would stop. The amount of hurricanes we're getting so far, even though they're not, I mean, we had one like super catastrophic one. It's still early. Like, we got like a month and a half, 2 months more of this. So this is where it really starts ramping up. And every other alert on my phone is this hurricane, that tropical storm. And it's like, man, it's awful. So right, Cockeysville. Yeah. It wasn't really. Schmevelin, thank you so much. 10 months. You're awesome. Yeah, Cockeysville I get. This is like... a double name. It's like a two name. I already threw it out and deleted it off here, but it was about a 20 character two name with two names that didn't make any, like, yeah, wild. And it wasn't even British. I'm not gonna get all these done. That's all right. Oh, it's definitely not intercourse PA, or what's the, don't they have in blue ball, like right next to intercourse? It's definitely not that. I'm enough of a 12-year-old. I would have said that. It was just more of a confusing, make no sense type of name. Okay, so now that would have thrown me right there. Sierenberg. Yeah, that one would have. I would have said something about that. That would have been on my list. Can you bring me some lunch? No. Can you bring me some lunch? It's almost lunchtime. My Pilot envelope writing pen's holding up like a champ after I yanked the tip off the other day. It's holding in there. Yeah, Flushing, I'm sure you get it growing up there. Skaggsville. Yeah, I think all states have their interesting names. Hohokus. Is that where is Hohokam Stadium? That's in Arizona. Hohokam. I think that's one of the spring training ones. The one that always threw me off when with a kid in Georgia. It's a very simple name, but I just always thought Ball Ground was just like the weirdest town name ever. It was like, I get it, just being like an old name, down where the ball ground is, it became Ball Ground, Georgia. Like, it's not a weird name per se, but that one, I just remember being a kid thinking that was just the weirdest town name ever. Sorry, Miguel. we're getting it, man. It's been frustrating. I know Brian is mega frustrated because Brian is one of the most efficient people I have ever worked with. So when he can't do the things he wants to do when he wants to do them, he gets ticked off, which I can appreciate. So it's tearing him up pretty good that we're behind on this project. I mean, I'm that way to a degree, but like I also understand, hey, there's problems and issues, and you run into technical problems and you just explain them and then you move on and you try to go as fast as you can. Brian gets like legit mad, like of like missing these dates. He is as mad as you could imagine. Um, which is good. Like I appreciate that. He is he is not happy right now. And I don't blame him because we're like we said, I've said it a million times before, we're ready to move on to go. Hey, tactical tip. This is about pens and stationery. Like all I'm doing is addressing envelopes right now because I'm sending out notebooks to a bunch of people for free. But otherwise, we just talk about pens and stationery and funny town names and what movie we're gonna make pen designs out of. That's kind of what we've been going on today. So, looking at the chat, you would not quite get that right now, but that's just because we're having fun. So yeah, it's just a fun hangout where we talk about stationery mostly, and I address envelopes. TJ's purposefully breaking the auto mod. That is an awful name. It totally does. Like, I'm surprised. Like, the first time I did it is like, for some reason, it just allowed the conversation to flow. Like, it's just, we had no topic, no discussion. I'm just going to sit here. Things will pop into my head. Things will pop into y'all's head. And then it just leads down these 5 or 10 minute conversations. That's just kind of fun. Like, we just, we're all, a lot of us know each other online or have met in person. And it's just kind of a comfort level thing to just like kind of hang out and talk with some friends, and I can get a couple things done while I'm doing it, and it's kind of a win-win. Like I was saying, I don't know if it was last stream or an earlier one, but it's also like it's good for me to get to actually talk to people, even though you're not physically here. Working by myself, at home is like, can be boring, and I do better when I can just, ramble to other human beings, even if they're not physically in the same room as me. So I get personal selfish reasons. I get enjoyment out of it because like I can communicate with other people. As strange as that sounds, that's just kind of the world we live in these days a little bit. Like, my best friends are on the internet kind of thing. So this is helpful for me. Like I enjoy it. And I wish I could do it more. One of these years. That's why I'm getting back on a schedule. This is a lead up to maybe a couple years down the line where I'll be able to do this more. But if I can keep this schedule up, I'll be good. My name is Brad. I'm from the internet. The funny thing, Tony, is like all the baseball parents that my son's team is on. They still like haven't totally figured. We were new this year to the team, so like back in February we joined this team, and they'd been together 2 or 3 years. And Tyler knew a bunch of the kids from school. They still can't figure out what I do, and it's hilarious. Now they're getting now that they know me a little bit better, they're getting more braver about asking me like specific questions, but they still can't really wrap their head around what I do. So what do you do? Like, even last night we're at practice, and one of the dads looked at me and he goes, can pens? And then that's like how the conversation starts. And like on the internet, I'm like, yeah. So it's funny. But yes, I'm glad to get to talk to people. Yeah, Miss GF's Crafties. That's what I like. Like, we can just hang out and just like, we don't even have to like y'all can talk to each other in the chat even just together. I don't even have to talk. Like, it's pretty cool. It's funny. Yeah. But like, he wasn't even sitting next to me last night. Like, we were sitting on the bleachers, and he was all the way on the opposite end of the bleachers, and he just looks over at me. I just happened to be looking at him, and he gave me this look, and he's like, pins? And because we hadn't approached that subject yet, but I'm getting that from everyone. Just like one by one, we're like going down the line. They all trying to figure out what I'm doing. It's pretty funny. It's hard to explain too. All right, we got a resident pen addict here. I got no name. But I actually had another parent tell me the other day, it's like, one day I'm going to take you out and we're going to sit down and you're going to explain everything to me about what you do. I'm like, okay. He's like, because I don't get it. But the guy last night, the pins guy, he went and subscribed to the podcast right there. He's like, okay, I'll listen to this. I'm like, okay, you do that. I don't care if you listen, just download it. Speaking of New Jersey, that's where this resident pen addict is. It's none of y'all New Jerseys though. Tell him I'm a Cuban spy. That would be funny. That's actually probably like the back channel conversation of this new guy, bro. These new parents, Brad. He's probably a spy. He says he talks about pens on the internet. He's a spy, right? I used to be neighbors with a guy that was high up in the ATF. You want to talk about stories someone could tell. Good grief. That he was actually allowed to tell. He wasn't a spy, but just being like involved in so many things. It's crazy. He did. He knew what a podcast was, but he said he only listens to a few of them. And he said, how often do you do it? And I said, we do it every week. So we just recorded episode 377. So we've been doing it like 7 years now. He's like, wow. It's like, how long are these? Like about 15 minutes? I'm like, no, about an hour each. He's like, oh, okay. It was great. It was awesome. Yeah, we're in the ATF, alcohol, tobacco, and fountain pens. Yeah, what would be our moniker? I mean, it's always pen, paper, fountain pens. Like, there's been blogs, pen, paper, ink, letter. Yeah, they're all kind of somewhat, pen, paper, ink, pip, pen, ink, paper, pip. Yeah, PIF. Oof. Yeah, I think all those are spoken for. No more original pen acronyms or we'll get in trouble. We'll get auto-modded ourselves, or I'll get kicked off of Twitch. We don't want that to happen. P2I. That's actually not IPP. Yeah. All right, a couple more, then I gotta wrap it up here in about 5 or 10 minutes so I can get home and spend a few hours shipping. Because I haven't shipped since Monday. So I can't go more than 2 or 3 days without shipping. The young folks in Slack yesterday didn't know OPP. Wow. Youngins. Yeah, I'm realizing, like, in bands that I grew up with, like, I don't expect people to know, like, Joy Division or anything like that. But, like, you know, Public Enemy was, like, such an influential band to me, like, growing up. And, like, there's probably, like, you know, 20-year-olds that don't know. We're not blessed with, you know, someone like Public Enemy in their lives. Like, who is their Public Enemy these days? Yeah, what's a Sonic Youth? Your new iPhone has shipped. I think mine comes tomorrow. The cure for what? I think about that from time to time. That's why I've been enjoying some of these old podcasts, like the Clash one. I just thoroughly enjoyed that one. I know that I went to school with the Smiths, I'm pretty sure. I tried to listen to the Pixies one on Spotify, and it was terrible. Like, I couldn't listen to it. I didn't like how they had that one set up. It did not work well for what it was. Kawaii Panda, thanks for the follow. But the Pixies one, they basically embedded with the band on their latest album in the studio. And the audio is so poor, right? They just basically had microphones everywhere, so they weren't always, like, essentially mic'd up. So it's just a volume catastrophe, kind of like I'm having today on stream. As much as I would have enjoyed that content, I couldn't listen to it. Oh, nice. That's always fun, Sarah. This is probably the first day you've been able to really enjoy the open windows instead of, like, burn up. All right. Finish that sheet of stamps, so that's a good place to stop. I wish it would get cold here. I really enjoy the cold. Like, I don't want 6 to 9 months of cold, but, like, I wouldn't mind 3 months of cold. Like, I'm good. Give me the cold, please. My wife would not like the cold. We could not live in a cold area. She would refuse. All right, I'm going to shut this down and see what happens to my mic. trying to get the mic out of the picture and also to where it can hear me. So yeah, we'll get some new audio. 65 outside, that would be nice. That would be very nice. We can't get that here. We can't have nice things. Yeah, that's the thing about the South is like I wear shorts 11 months out of the year, I bet. At least 10. Shorts and hoodies is my favorite it's my favorite outfit, but I don't get to wear it very much because it's too hot. Woof. Taking a swim. We swam last weekend. We're swimming this weekend. We'll swim probably up until November almost. Yeah, y'all have been Colorado has been in the 80s as of like the last week or two, right? Rewiz and Jesse, I know y'all are both out there. 68's nice though. $72. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up today, chat. I'll be back next week. I'll probably have the jet pins order. It's shipped, so I bet it'll come Saturday, maybe. So yeah, 80s in Colorado. Yeah, so we'll at least have one unboxing stream next week, and then I still have more envelopes to do. We still need to sticker up my laptop. I'm saving that for the stream. Right now it's sticker free. We will do that on stream. I'll get my box of stickers, and we'll see how obsessive I get over sticker placement on a fresh laptop. I'm already nervous about that stream. It's gonna be it's gonna be bothersome. So come for the fun on that one. Come watch Brad get annoyed about putting stickers in the right locations and with the right stickers themselves. So we'll do that soon. I don't know exactly when, but maybe next week. So come by the Relay FM Twitch tomorrow and say hi. I'd like to see some big numbers in that chat stream. So if you're on Twitch right now, go follow Relay FM. Just put it in the search bar. I'm not going to type in the link. It's Relay FM. It's easy. Go follow them so you'll be notified. 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll go from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. And apparently they have stuff planned all day, like bringing people in, like through the magic of the internet. And yes, send me an OTOP sticker for sure. They'll be bringing in a bunch of guests all day. I don't know what like the full schedule is. Like I don't know if they've posted it, but it's gonna be fun, and I'll get to be chat for a change. So I'll be chat guy. Thank you, podcast planner. You're the best. I'd have to reach around my mic right now to hit the keyboard. Oh, that's right, hub prep. So yeah, at least come for the beginning. You know, like the first hour, then y'all can all get to your hubs. That's right. I keep forgetting that's tomorrow. So cool. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all are awesome. This is always so fun. I hope I can do this more one day, like a lot more. Like I plan on it. So I'm gonna keep this schedule going, and we'll just see how we can grow it from there. So I appreciate y'all. Thanks a bunch. Bye.